Hey everybody, this is Holden with FinalExpenseMastery.com. Today I want to talk about action threshold and what that means. I learned it from one of the best in the business of sales, Jordan Belfort. I've seen it. I've quoted him in a bunch of videos. I mean, I learned a lot of great content from a ton of different people online that teach a lot. I mean, we're very blessed in this world right now where you have the ability to just type something in and you can learn it immediately, and you don't really need to go to school to learn sales, but not just sales, really anything. You can get an answer on the spot for whatever you need. So while you're in the home, you can always Google something, see if you can get an answer. If you can't, then figure it out. Get in touch with your upline and get an answer. So action threshold, what does that mean? That means that before someone takes action, their threshold needs to be super high. So action threshold and certainty go hand in hand with each other. So they need to be extremely certain about you, about the product, okay, about the company before they buy, okay? So their certainty level needs to be super high, and their action threshold when you walk in the door is up, and then it gets lowered by what you say and what you do and how you act, your body language, your tonality. That stuff's super important. That's probably like 90% of the sales process, right? And 10% is what comes out of your mouth, okay? So what comes out of your mouth is super important in terms of the words, but I can give you a whole script, okay? But if you just regurgitate it and you're monotone, you're not going to get a deal done ever. So lowering someone's action threshold is super important, and you're doing that by establishing yourself as an expert. I can't say that how many times, too many times, because it's what you need to do. It's super simple. And how do you become an expert? That's through training nonstop, all day, every day. So let's go back and let's revisit the action threshold. Let's think about this real quick and what you need to do. When you say things to the client, in their mind, they're thinking, okay, is what this person is saying, is this accurate? Does it make sense? Is it in line with what my thoughts are, right? Are they just a BSer, right? What is it? What am I doing? Once you get them in agreement with you and they are super engaged in the conversation, and you're listening to what they're saying intently, you're like, wow, yeah. Yeah, it makes a ton of sense, man. And you're talking to them and you're really having a great conversation, and they begin to like you, right? People buy from individuals that they like. That's why they always talk about finding common ground in the sales process. Talking about sports, for example. Oh, you like this team? Yeah, they're awesome. That quarterback so-and-so is great. That D-line is amazing. That running back is doing fantastic this year. He's got over 600 yards, X amount of games in the season. I can't believe it. Wonderful. They're like, yeah, how do you know this? You know the stats too, man. I love it. Now they start to like you. So what happened to their action threshold? When you walk in the house, it was up. Okay, now it's lowered a little bit. Now you start talking about insurance. They find out that what they got isn't good, and they're thinking, man, this guy knows what he's doing. Lowered again. Right? Now, are they ready to buy right here? If they are ready to buy and you get it, boom, going for that close. And what's happening when that's lowered is their certainty about you is much higher. Okay, so lower that action threshold, increase the level of certainty, get some deals done.